We're on stage one of a classic here. And you have to start with your gun on your shelf, hands on your knees. So you get your gun, you come up. Now I'd actually like to get to that gun first before I'm coming up here. So come in here. Now when I shoot this, I'm going to shoot that paper, steel, steel, and then they're both flip up targets. They come up. I can go steel, steel, and that one, because I see that paper first, nice full target to come in on right off the bat. Okay. Some people will come in and they'll shoot steel, steel, paper, and then shoot the clamshells. It's a little more iffy, but it's not a big deal either way. Just depends on how confident you are on it. Then I'm going to come over, hit the little mini popper, the regular popper, the flip up popper, come back up, and the bobber should be available at that point. Now there's one target around this corner that's really pretty awkward to get to, so line yourself up to get leaned over and nail that one right there. Notice there's a whole bunch of C and D hits on that paper, so you kind of want to lean as much as you can and try to get 2 good shots on them. Then just drive yourself into these other 3 targets all the way across. Then I come over and I'm going to hit that little popper right there. Now it takes about a second or a second and a half for it to flip that piece of paper. Hit the paper around the corner and come back and then hit that one again because it's going to flip that up. So I'm going to go show you how those targets work. Okay, this is the clamshell type target, which is activated by these poppers. So I hit that paper, come in, and my timing on these is going to be about a bang, bang. Then you hit those 2 on their way up. You don't want to get to them before that because they're laying prone. If you get to them before that, you got a really small target area to shoot at. Preferably on the way up, get the first shot, hit the second shot as it stops. You don't want to shoot too late or too slow because then this is going to be coming up and you can see some people pick up some no shoot headshots right here. If you're not confident enough to get both of these at one time, you can also split them up by going after a popper, then a paper, then a flip up, and then a popper, and then a flip up, if that's what you feel like you need to do. Let's go take a look at the other ones. I'm not even sure what these are specifically called. Most of the other targets have a term for them. Like that, we call that a bobber because it bobs up and down. We've got the swingers, we've got movers. This is just an appearing target. All it does is this gets hit, lifts that up, and flips that into position. So since they're a static target, don't worry about forcing yourself to get to them fast. Use them time-wise to shoot something else too if you can. So if you can hit this, then a popper that activates it, or an activator, or whatever. Use that in the middle and come back and hit one of those at the end. Now the bobber type targets, what they do, this is a forward falling popper. It actually comes and lands forward. So the nice thing about these is they work great in the wind or anything else. It really doesn't matter. You can set them really heavy, but any bullet head sets them off, and you see how much that target comes up. Now look for on these kind of targets, when they come up, first of all, see how much is exposed. It's coming up to about this position. Time the target from the time of exposure when the edge moves, all the way up and all the way back down to find out if you can actually get 2 good solid shots on that before it disappears. Or if you need to, wait for a second revolution. Okay? So we'll just let this thing go like it's supposed to. Bang, bang, and yeah, that'd be no problem. In fact, most of the shooters can do that. Just be sure to be, if the target's going up, make sure to track it with your gun vertically. If it's coming back down, track it back down. Watch coming down into it. You'll see some people followed the sights down in, and they got into that metal plate. The bullets aren't going to go through that. Same type of setup, same as the other one. Just on this one, this was the one we came in. We shot the popper first, then we shot that paper, we came back up, hit that flip, or hit that bobber right there. So that was a really easy shot, actually. So, anyway, that's stage 1.
Okay. Are you ready? Stand by. You're finished and load and show clear. Clear, hammer down, holster. Lines clear. Hammer down, holster.
Charlie Delta.
2 Alpha.
2 Alpha.
2 Alpha.
2 Alpha.
Alpha Charlie.
Alpha Charlie.
Alpha Charlie.
Alpha Charlie.
I'll try to put them a little closer for you next time.
Yeah, okay. Alpha Charlie.
Yeah.
Alpha Charlie.
Alpha Bravo.
Alpha Bravo.
2 Alpha.
2 Alpha.
2 Alpha.
2 Alpha.
3 targets left.
Correct.
Thank you.
2 Alpha.
2 Alpha.
Alpha Delta.
Alpha Delta.
And 2 Alpha.
2 Alpha. Scoring complete.
That one didn't come up fast enough. I'm
Obviously not.
like, ah. Sitting there waiting for him.
Signature, Matt?
Yes, sir. Okay, so let's walk around back.
Yep.
Back here. So we
Got
got,
your time and your totals there. Please check it.
oh, you don't have the totals down.
Well, I mean, over here.
Want me to add them up for you?
No.
2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 5, okay. None of those, none of those. Huh, you already signed it for me with the 905?
Good number, right?
Great.
That's good.
Hey, thank you. Key to this kind of stage, just being smooth and nailing everything, going all the way through it. Look for your sights on any targets like these, so you've got a nice A zone coming in. Don't push it, because that's why they hide those no shoots right there. So when you come around that corner, their idea is that you might be moving too fast into that, and you'll slide them right into that no shoot there.
Are you ready? Stand by. You're finished. Unload and show clear. One, 6, 6, 7.
1, 6, 6, 7.
Whew. Gotta love this adrenaline rush. The only thing that I did wrong pretty much was coming into the second set of windows in there. I went and almost did a reload way before it was necessary. I wouldn't have had enough ammo at that point to finish the stage, I don't think. So, got to program those loads right. Let's go see what we had.
Good.
It was really controlled through this area here on the move, which I really liked that. That was solid. That felt great. I mean, look at these hits over here.
Targets are all scored.
It's usually not that that tight on a double when you're on the move, which is nice. Nice and solid together.
Nice doubles, man. Nicely done.
Thank you.
1667,
I have 1D.
10.
Yeah, on that far right target. Damn it. Didn't come to a stop clean enough up on the platform there. So the second shot, I was still on the move, I think, shooting him. Broke a D on him because I saw that mover visually came up. I was really curious if I was going to skip one off the ground into the mover because I looked at the third hit right on the berm in front of it. That was distracting. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it. Greg. This is Gregory Lentz. He's the chrono man is his nickname.
Right.
And you run the chronograph at the nationals and a whole bunch of the major events out there, don't you?
All the area matches that I can get to and nationals.
That's great. Why don't you tell us about the chronograph procedure like you're giving us a walkthrough for a stage?
Okay. Chronograph procedure. Okay. During the match, 8 rounds will be collected from each competitor. Of that 8 rounds, we will have 1 bullet pulled and weighed for representative weight.
Okay.
When the competitor comes through the chronograph, we will use the competitor's gun to shoot at least 3 of the rounds from that sample, and we will take an average of that velocity.
Okay.
If that average of the velocity times the bullet weight meets the competitor's declared power factor, the competitor will go on his way down the range and continue the match.
Now, what happens when it doesn't meet that power factor?
When it doesn't meet the power factor, we have 4 more rounds in the sample. Of that 4, we'll take another 3 rounds. We'll shoot those, and if that average does not meet declared power factor, we'll go back to the original 3-round velocity, and we will take the highest 3 of the 6 rounds that we've shot so far. If that average times the bullet weight does not meet the declared power factor, we have 1 round left. That's the choice round. The competitor can choose to shoot that round. If the velocity is high enough to be within the high 3 for the average, we'll use that as the high 3-round average and use that with the multiplying of the bullet weight for power factor. Or if the competitor chooses to weigh the bullet, we'll pull that bullet and weigh it, and if that weight is higher than the original bullet weight, we'll use that as the multiplier for the existing high 3-round velocities.
Okay, so basically you give the shooters every single advantage they can with those 8 rounds to make it.
Right. On top of that, we use a dual chronograph system, and the competitor gets the higher velocity of the 2 chronographs.
Okay, and those are the CED Millennium chronographs?
CED Millennium, and CED is a sponsor of every area championship.
Okay, now you've got those set up down there with the infrared light system?
Yes, we do.
Okay, so you can, it doesn't matter whether there's clouds in the sky or anything as far as shooting over the chronograph. That makes it pretty nice, doesn't it?
Right. By having an artificial light source, the shooters are not adversely impacted by the direction of the sun, time of day of shooting in the morning or afternoon. We have consistent shooting conditions for every competitor.
Okay, well, let's chronograph me.
Let's. All right. Go ahead and draw your gun, lock the slide back, and put it on the table with me, please.
Okay.
Need a magazine, and your declared bullet weight.
125.
All righty.
Or 135, yeah.
Or 135. Or should have not 185.
Now this is going to be kind of loud, so we're going to back up just a little bit.
I need my.
Hang on.
Hang on a second, Ray. So you want your mic?
Yeah, will you throw this on me, Matt?
Got him. Hang on. Da, 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 da. All right, go for it.
All right. Eyes and ears. 1442. 1390.
The concrete bay here makes it a little loud, doesn't it?
It's kind of like an echo chamber, isn't it? Your average of 1412.
Yep. Power factor,
Power
125.
factor. Bullet weight of 125.
Yep. Oh yeah. Bullet
Power
weight.
factor again. 176.5 is your official match power factor.
Yeah. Now in this match, I'm shooting major at 165 power factor, so we definitely made major with no issues whatsoever. We weren't even close.
Right.
Great. Great. Thank you for your time. Let's get this thing cleared out.
Certainly. There's your gun
Okay.
back.
Gun is
Slide
clear.
forward, hammer down, scope off, and holster.
Okay. Scopes off.
Magazine.
Thank you very much for your time.
Good seeing you again.
Good seeing you.
Matt.
Stage is sponsored by Blue Wonder. Now this stage you got to start seated with your fingertips on the keyboard. Draw, get out of that position, and come over and get your target right here. Now in these kind of windows, what you really want to look for is your body angle to that window so that you go straight to that angle. So I'm actually not going to run straight to the window this way because I won't see the target until I'm right on top of it. I'm going to come angle out just a little bit, drive straight into the target this way so I can just come off him like that. Now I'm actually going to take a look at him and see if I can shoot him from a different spot instead. So up. Actually, that's a better shot because that cuts my angle of that window and I take fewer steps. So up here, I'm going to try to do these on the move so I can just slam straight to there. 2 windows there. Now on this one right here, we're going to be shooting the target on the left because if you keep moving forward, the other target fully exposes itself. So it's just a little easier to get to the one on the left first, and then the other one. Then I'm going to do a reload, come over here until I can just see about the middle point of the A zone. I don't want to move past that and get too far and too close up to it. So it's just coming in, boom, 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 boom. I'm going to shoot the left target first because that way I can angle my body and move all the way through those targets nice and clean. So it's going to be more like this. Now a lot of people want to run up and shoot these 4 headshots or the upper box shots right here from this position and then come over to here. Now what can happen with that is you come running over here, you're trying to get to that last target. You're trying to push and rush it. So I'm going to hit that one on the move, big step, and I've got the 4 headshots right at the end then, and I can spend time drilling them instead of trying to rush through them and get to that last target. All right, let's go shoot this stage.
Are you ready? Stand by. If you are finished, unload and show clear.
That dirt pile's kind of close there at the end, isn't it?
Clear. Hammer down. Holster. Lines clear. 1664.
Take a look at that one.
Oh my.
Is that pretty or what? Hey, Cart, you're right, 16.
That's what I figured.
Alpha Charlie. Are you ready? Stand by. If you are finished, unload and show clear.
A little bit on the movement coming through.
Charlie.
This one I came around and like, where's the target?
Bravo!
Thanks. Looking pretty good so far. Bunch of A's. Got a little wild on that first port when I brought the gun up.
Charlie.
I only had one extra shot on the stage when I came up on that one over there. Broke the first shot and I saw him hit way down in the D zone right here.
Charlie.
Alpha Charlie!
Alpha Charlie.
Alpha Charlie!
Alpha Charlie.
Alpha Charlie!
2 Alpha.
They're scored. Cool. Excellent. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anytime. That's very interesting because your platform on the 2 headshots was more calm. Even though you were in a hurry,
Right.
you
You've
zipped
got,
over there, got the easy one, and then just rolled back over and went bing, bing.
yeah, and if you saw me, it was literally a double on the second
Yeah.
target. It was only about that big of a hole.
Yeah, yeah.
And-
It was much smoother. I mean,
Well, a lot of people that get down there, they end up rushing themselves in that last position really hard.
Yeah.
So they'll get in there, they'll shoot those, and their brain will be thinking the whole time, I don't know where those went.
yeah.
So,
And I want to go over there.
yeah, well, you want to push through these, you get to this one, you get that big question mark, and if you only have one miss over there, it's not worth going back for.
No, not at all.
That one went pretty well. It was pretty smooth. Kind of love this sport. In our hands above our waist. So a lot of people hold them way out here. You don't want them way far away from you. Just keep them nice where they're, wherever, just minimally legal. Right here, and your first target's right there. So position your body so you're angled towards it and you're set up towards it. Don't start out straight down range if you don't have to. If they don't require you to. So just a little twist. You're going to drop these, go on this one right here. Now notice I'm moving into the target, not away from it. Just a little push in as I shoot it. And then personally on this stage, I'm going to come up around the side here, and there's one popper out there. I'm going to get that popper, come down, come off that one. Now I've got to pin this position over here. I really have to nail this one. pull back, and straight into that one. So the movement's more like this. Right there. That one should be appeared by then. There, there. Straight over. Popper, partial, swinger. Shoot them until you're done with them. Popper, partial, and then the bobbing target will come up in the back right there. Okay, now I'm going to do a load here, come in and shoot the little popper and the paper target, the partial target right there. If I could shoot them both from that window, but it gives me such a little bit of target to aim at that it's not beneficial. I might end up adding a lot of time with some extra shots. And come off, come right to here, and I should be done with all the stage at that point. Did I engage all the targets? Okay, good. One of the things to make sure you do is count your rounds. Count through the stage a couple of times to make sure you're finding every single target on a complicated stage like this.
Are you ready? Stand by. Clear, hammer down, holster. Line is clear. One. Are you ready? Stand by. Clear. Clear, hammer down, holster. 1681. 1681. Waited a long time on that bobber. 4 steel.
4 steel.
Shot at him 3 times. Let's see if any of them hit it.
You see this?
Yeah.
I don't see anything else.
No.
Alpha Mike.
Alpha, Mike.
I think it's a hard target because it's not there very long. And one of the rounds that I fired at it hit the wood right there. So it blew out chunks, and who knows where that bullet went.
What were you waiting on?
It's part of racing. Yeah, the bobber took too long to come up.
Should have shot some static before you got.
I shot the static because it was right in front of the gun. I got him out of order.
Alpha, Charlie.
So,
2 alpha.
2 alpha.
part of a complicated stage, just hopefully you survive it, you know?
2 alpha.
2 alpha.
2 alpha.
Yeah, on the swinger. Part of racing.
22 alpha, 2 Charlie, 1 delta, 1 Mike.
We didn't drop any other points really, so that's not bad. 1 Mike.
1681.
So, hurts a bit, but a pretty solid time.
109 draw at 2 feet.
Dropping all the stuff. What was yours? 3 seconds, like normal?
No way, dude. I was fast.
Load to the big stick. Dun, dun. That's all of them, right?
Are you ready? Stand by! Are you ready? Stand by!
Get out of this car here. Yeah, it's a catch. Hooked up.
If you want to
Pretty
finish that,
smooth.
let's
Came
go
back.
clear.
Follow through at the end to check the last targets.
Stay
Nice.
clear, hammer down, holster. Range is clear. 1870. finished. Unload and show clear.
Woohoo! There's 32 shots on the clock.
2 alpha. 2 alpha. 2 alpha.
2 alpha.
2 alpha. 2 alpha.
2 alpha.
2 alpha.
2 alpha.
Alpha Charlie, Alpha Charlie.
Alpha Charlie.
Alpha Charlie.
Alpha Charlie.
Alpha Charlie.
2 alpha.
2 alpha.
Alpha Charlie.
Alpha Charlie.
Thank you.
2 alpha.
Sure.
2 alpha.
2 alpha.
2 alpha. Somebody will come through the door. I've said it twice.
That one went pretty well. Pretty smooth.
Let's target back here and tape, please. There we go, the line. Okay, Alpha Charlie.
Alpha Charlie.
Alpha Charlie.
Alpha Charlie.
2 alpha.
2 alpha.
And 2 Charlie.
Those 2 alphas are a lot easier to score, aren't they? Thank you, Larry.
Make it easy for us poor old guys with bad eyesight.
Well, that stage is it's one of those run-in stages. The whole trick is just making sure you're angled right for all the positions with your movement. And I thought at first that you actually had to stay in the car to shoot the first 4 targets. They just said go. So I try to do the launch. And you do that kind of a launch on this thing here. Just make sure that you actually get to that gun as soon as you possibly can. And then get out of the vehicle instead of trying to draw on the move or anything else. You ready, Kurt?
Yep.
I'll have Kurt Tilson shoot it now and see how he does with his limited 10 gun. Two around the left side. Got to pin up pretty hard on those. Now on this kind of thing right here, you want to come around this corner. You don't want to stay too far back or it closes up that window between those nose shoots. If you get further up, you can see them really a lot better from that position. Then you got one.
You might have taken that from the bunker already.
No, I'd shoot him on the way through because I'd want to close that distance. You can see the hits that are in the wood. They're probably from the bunker back there.
Yep. You
They
shoot
probably
well
couldn't-
on the move. Too.
You have to go up here anyway. So since you have to move up, try to shoot all the other targets closer that you can. The further away you are, the longer it takes you to shoot them.
Have to stop there.
Same thing on this side.
And just let me caution you, as long as you're not touching dirt, I'm not going to fault you.
Okay.
I'll line this up.
Doesn't look like this stage is one of the very complicated ones, but it's when you don't want to lose any points on. You want to set up right on it. So program the whole thing properly. Get in here.
Are you ready? Stand by. If you finish, show me clear. Guns clear. Slide down, hammer down, holster. Range is clear. 785 is the time. Are you ready? Stand by.
I guess he wanted to do the same thing I did on that last target. Second to the last target.
Range is clear. 990.
990.
If you finish, show me clear. Guns clear. Slide down, hammer down, holster. Range is clear. 2 alpha. 2 alpha.
2 alpha.
2 alpha.
2 alpha.
2 alpha.
2 alpha.
2 Charlie.
2 Charlie.
2 Charlie, say again.
Yeah, 2 Charlie.
2 Charlie.
2 alpha.
2 alpha.
I really needed a pickup on that one, didn't I? Yeah, the first shot just felt like it was into that hardcover on the left there, so just take an extra one, be a little safer. It's not going to cost you much. Yeah.
Yeah, bring them on, John.
Now little stages like this, they can hurt you if you screw them up, so just make sure you do these really solid. Every point in the match counts.
This Chronograph.
Let's see what he did.
2 alpha. 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 Kind of boring.
This is what's cracking me up. You picked up a shot on this one, just like I did right here. You got 3 A's, just like I did.
Now the best was when I didn't ask for it. I picked up an A to a D. The 2 alphas, I thought I twitched one, took an extra round as a D.
Stage 7 here. We've got to actually pick up some dynamite and put it in the window in the hut. So the targets after the window are on the right side. So I'm going to be going over to the right side with the hand underneath the gun because I don't want to be sweeping myself or coming over the top or anything like that. So I can dump that dynamite and go right here. So I'm going to hit these on the right. Come in on this one first because I don't want to get too close to that 180. Go here. Pick up that dynamite. Get it underneath and get that gun up as fast as possible because we've got this right here, right afterwards, right on the corner. And the 180 line is breaking right here. We don't want to break that, so we want to make sure we get that nailed down. Nailed these. I'm going to do my load going into this doorway. Come up to there. Just pan through these. Scoot a little bit extra. Some people are going up and shooting them further away. Usually your target transitions offset that. So I'm going to shoot those on the move coming in, and just as I crest around this cactus, be burning these on the left. Trying to do them as smooth as possible. Let's see what happens.
Are you ready? Stand by.
Finish, unload, show clear.
1463.
Got a little close on one there. I think I trigger froze on that right side and had to pick him up strong hand. That's a little tricky.
Alpha Baker. Alpha Baker. Are you ready?
Matt Cartesian's up on stage 7.
Stand by. Finish, unload, show clear. Gun is clear. Slide, hammer, holster range is clear. 1879. Nice catch on that target.
Yeah.
You finish, unload, show clear. Gun is clear, hammer.
2 alpha. 2 alpha. 2 alpha. 2 alpha. 2 alpha. 2 alpha.
A bad little strong hand pickup.
2 alpha. Alpha Charlie. That was 2 alpha.
And it's still square to the target, thank God.
2 alpha. 2 alpha. Alpha Charlie.
At least we weren't looking backwards at that one.
2 alpha. 2 alpha. Alpha Charlie. Alpha Charlie. Alpha Charlie. 2 alpha. 2 alpha.
If you'd have shot that a hair slower, I'd have probably been right into you.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the time again?
Well, if it's that one, it's 1463.
14.
Yeah. A few C's down, but that's okay. Right here, coming in and see that diamond target right there?
Right.
Okay. And then you can come down here, and you got a full target through the square right there.
Is there a swinger there?
Yeah. And then you go through the gate, you push this thing hard, it locks those windows you just shot through on the other wall. Then if you come here, I'll show you something kind of funny. See underneath that diamond? See the little tiny hole down there? That's what you have to shoot through if you haven't gotten those targets at that point.
Oh, jeez.
So they make it kind of hard on you.
Already got them.
Yeah, if you didn't get them, that's what you have to go engage those targets through. Now I'm just going to do a run through of the targets with you. We have one target through each of these squares.
Yes, sir.
Through that port, I have a paper and a steel. Right? The next port, I have one paper target. The next port, I have a popper, a paper, and a swinger. That's the corner port. Yep.
Steel.
Paper. Steel, paper, swinger, correct?
Yep.
Big step back, paper, paper. Hustle back, paper, paper, paper. That one's at that angle. Okay. And then don't turn around and show you I'm done.
You clear the weapon here, face
Yeah, now that's the last target, last thing, everything.
last target.
All right, hopefully you see them all out there.
Are you ready? Stand by.
That is the most awkward stage I've shot in years. Jesus.
Nobody will look smooth shooting this thing.
If they do, they won.
Bravo.
I'll give them the trophy myself.
It ain't gonna happen.
Two alpha. Two alpha. Two alpha. Opposing alpha. Two 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 alpha.
With
Two alpha.
2 extra shots.
Two alpha. Two alpha.
You have plenty of time to go and stack.
Two alpha.
There he is. He's in the shoulder.
Swinger
Okay.
is
Charlie Delta.
Charlie Delta.
Did he get this one?
Two steel.
2 alpha.
Two alpha. Good. Got it. Clear. All of them? Got them.
Got all of them?
Got them all.
All targets are scored. Okay. You're going to take another shot at it.
Well, is it worth
Dude,
going popper and wait, or are you going to end up waiting and wasting time?
You're going to wait anyway. So go clang,
Popper,
bop,
static.
bop, bop.
It's that
Okay.
fast.
Dude, I doubled it, and I was sitting there with question marks all the way back up, going, I don't know.
So play it safe.
Yeah, play it safe, do it solid. That one, there's stages like that other shooting going on over there. There's stages like that that are just awkward. There's just nothing you can do about them. I mean, you have to be in the exact right spot. So when you come into all these positions, the best thing you can do is just nail down your angles before you get there. Like you saw, even though I do this a lot, those last 3 ports there, I was still hunting for targets. And you'll be a lot smoother if you know where you're going to when you get there. It's hard to remember that many ports all the way through a stage though. So yeah, you just kind of got to do the best you can and survive it. That's what we did in this match. Now we're on stage 9 of the classic here. That's when you got to start touching your X's. Now all mags must come from your positions, like those over there. So and your gun starts right here. So when you get to your gun, go ahead, back up and let me show you this shot. A lot of people are going to come over straight like this and then up. Try to get yourself, your foot over the position a little bit, so when you're getting that gun, you're doing a full angle through those targets already. then you just come through here. Now, since I've got a high cap gun, I don't have to do the loads in between. You can see my Cartosians, Glock mags all set up on the tables. I'm going to run to the port, and the place I picked out here was where I was able to see the targets completely in the port. If I'm too far back, I've got to do a little angling, and then you might put a round into the wood or something, as you can see a few people have done up here. So you just want to come up about here. I can see both targets. Now, come around this corner, we've got 3 pepper poppers, a swinger, and a dropout. I'm going to shoot those poppers right to left because the right one activates the swinger, and it's going to take about a second or so to get it activated and get it flipped up. Depending on your skill level, you're going to have to shoot those differently. Okay, you might go activator, you know, both activators, then the swinger, then come back, shoot that popper. Remember, the dropout falls out and stays there. So you really don't have to worry about him being there at the end when you're finished. Just, you know, leave him alone till you're done. Anyway, I'm going to come up here, shoot the right popper, center popper, left popper, catch the swinger. Hopefully I'm able to get it in one swing, if not 2. Then come over and catch the dropout. Okay? Now I'm going to stage 1 mag over in this position over here because I have to come around this corner, get 2 targets, and get that mag and go prone and do my load going prone really nicely right here. Just come on down, go prone. Now down here you got 4 targets, or 5 pepper poppers, but you can only see 4 from one position. You actually have to move the gun to get to the other one. And that's the end of the stage. Now, in the little poppers like that, don't end up spending a whole ton of time on them. Make sure you nail them, or try to nail them with 1 shot each. All right? Let's go see how we do.
Shooters ready. Stand by.
Stand by. If you are finished, unload and show clear. Gun clear, slide forward, hammer down. Go to stand up first. You okay?
Oh, yeah, I'm in pain. Ow.
Time?
2944. Got into that last position. It was a little awkward there with that last popper. Got leaned over a bit and couldn't get to him. I hit that swinger. Oh, I got him. Whew.
2 alpha.
2 alpha.
2 alpha.
2 alpha.
Alpha delta.
Yeah, we barely hung that one on.
Alpha Charlie.
Alpha Charlie.
2 alpha.
2 alpha.
Alpha Charlie.
Alpha Charlie.
And all steel.
All steel.
Yeah. Hey, thank you very much. We're on stage 10. At this stage you have to start out in this box over here, use that rifle, and knock this block of wood off before getting to your gun. Anytime you do this, do it very technically. So you take that gun out, you gotta hit it with both hands and everything, but real smooth and solid. Don't try to push it because you'll probably miss this, go to your gun, and then you get all screwed up and get penalties for it. Yeah, as you come down around here, I'm gonna go around that side. Actually, I don't know, let's take a look at this thing here. Oops, as I drop that block off just like that.
You blockhead.
Come around this side, grab the gun. Now, I'm going to kick just a little bit here to close this distance, get low, and try to move right through them. Is there a, let's ask this RO if there's a 180 anywhere in here.
180 is
Something like that?
from here and then downrange.
Okay. Okay. So we don't have to worry about it too much there. Make sure when you're running that you don't have a problem getting past these targets. And if you notice coming into this target, what's really helpful, if you shoot this one first, you're going to be panning your gun like this and then panning again onto that target. If you come on this left target, you shoot the little bit further one first. It's only a yard down range further. Shoot it, you can pan straight onto this one as you're coming through it. Bring the gun up. Try to keep the gun on one side for a long period of time if you can. So you can go from there, and you can get 1, and then 2 or 3. This is the same thing we showed you earlier there. Pan through those. And right here. Then we have to get up in our custom-made Joey Ortiz helicopter here. And there's 4 targets in here. Go ahead and hop inside, take a look. You got 2 down low, you got 2 there, and you got 2 right over here on the side. I'm going to come in and get this one on the left first, down here. I'm going to get that one first, then I'm going to go to this one, come up, and get those 2 at the end there, and that'll be the finish of the stage. Is that all the targets? Good. Let's go do it.
Are you ready? Stand by! Shooter, if you're finished, unload and show clear. Gun is clear.
Are you ready? Stand by. If you're finished, unload and show clear. Gun clear, slide forward, hammer down.
Are you ready? Stand by! Shooter, if you're finished, unload and show clear. Gun is clear. Hammer down. Holster. 15-10. Keep up with you. Alpha Charlie. Alpha Charlie.
Alpha Charlie.
2 Alpha.
2 Alpha.
Alpha Charlie.
Now, I changed the way I shot these. When I came in to this full target, I didn't have my body in far enough, so I swung up, engaged those, then leaned over for the last one instead. So, gotta have a little flexibility when you're shooting on it.
Alpha Charlie. Charlie Delta. Charlie Delta.
Yeah, it's kind of wild on him.
2 Alpha. 2 Alpha. 2 Alpha.
2 Alpha.
Alpha Charlie.
Alpha Charlie.
Alpha Charlie.
Alpha Charlie.
They're there.
2 Alpha.
2 Alpha.
2 Alpha.
2 Alpha.
15-10.
Is that a good time?
Oh, fastest by about 5 seconds I've seen so far.
I came through this position here, and when I shot those, I got up to run and I realized the next target was about 12, 14 yards down range. I'm like, gotta get going. I kicked that block in that rifle a little ways off, huh? Holster.
Yeah, this is good.
Yeah, I'd watch your head getting out. You might want to just go out the front side. Okay, range is clear. 1 to 855.
What'd you do?
15. 2 Alpha. 2 Alpha. 2 Alpha. 2 Alpha. 2 alpha.
2 alpha.
I'm tired now.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Pretty good there, man.
Pretty good. That is me moving that quick. But I got my hips up.
He's got some bulk to move. 2 alpha. 2 Charlie. 2 alpha.
Anything throw you off?
No.
Dude. Oh, there it is. Alpha, barely a delta.
I just.
Here's one of your mags.
Felt fine. Hit all my loads.
Alpha Charlie.
Charlie.
Alpha Charlie.
No trigger freeze.
Alpha Charlie.
I wasn't exactly watching the sights.
2 alpha.
I just ran by and muzzled the target, so.
Okay. We have Alpha Charlie,
Charlie.
2 Charlie,
2 Charlie.
2 Charlie.
Sweet. No dog.
Clean too.
Dude, that'll work. That'll actually be real good.
Good job.
Thanks, Ray.
So the whole match is all wrapped up. We ended up with 1 miss in the entire thing. A couple of Ds. Other than that, shot pretty solid. Pretty happy with it, especially dragging around all this extra stuff. Anyway, hope you enjoyed watching the match.